I'm finna possibly give you something that I don't think I done gave nobody. I ain't never heard of Dolph doing no gangster shit.
And I want you to keep it all the way real. I don't want no politically correct
I don't know no other way.
answer.
I don't know no other way.
Alright.
He spit in Juke face.
Oh, shut the front door.
Would you take an order from a world dress?
So a gay can't be a gamer.
I ain't inheriting no rap beef, no 20-year, 10-year rap beef. Gucci Man had the battery in Dolph back the whole time, man.
So you think Boosie really pistol whipped it for 40 minutes?
That was the most goofiest that I ever heard. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
You are now tuned into the Hustle Reset Podcast with your host, Mike Bands.
Alright, man, I got Hernandez Govan on the Hustle Reset Podcast, man. How you feeling today, brother?
Man, I'm feeling good, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, glad to be in the city.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate you for coming through, man.
For sure, man. Appreciate
Yes,
you
sir.
for having me.
Yes, sir, man. I don't know if you peeped any of my previous episodes, but you know I always start off with a shot, man.
Yeah,
we can't do bottom to the top because these glasses, but I always go like bottom of the glass to the top because that's where we going, man.
Okay, for sure.
Yes, sir.
For sure. I'm with that.
Yeah, man. You know we had to bless the episode right quick, man.
Oh yeah, that was different right there.
Yeah, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. You know, we gonna get into. We ain't gonna beat around the bush or none of that, man.
No, we ain't doing no pump faking.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Before we get into like the heart of the episode, into like the real conversation, man, tell me what you feel, bro. I seen Boosie, I guess, kind of boycotting Vlad because he said he ain't paying him enough. What you feel about that, bro?
I'm from Orange Mound.
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee. You know, we grew up on badass. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit. We was sliding the badass before sliding was a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, for it meant anything in the neighborhood. And with that being said, you know, nigga fuck with Boosie. You know what I'm saying? And got a lot of love for him, but in my opinion, I think he tripping.
Word.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we all come from nothing.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I come up hard. I know badass come up hard.
Yeah.
You know, shit, you know, and BR, I done been through that, you know, just from on the outside looking in, shit, it look a whole lot rougher than Orange Mound, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, you know, with that being said, I just feel like, bro ain't being humble.
Yeah.
You know, no disrespect to him, you know.
No.
But ain't no way I'd be turning down 25 an interview for 5 or 10 more thousand.
Right.
You know, I don't think you can outweigh Vlad.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's one of the biggest platforms.
Yeah, you can't wait Vlad out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you sitting back waiting on Vlad to give, you know what I'm saying, and agree to what you want, I think you're gonna be waiting. You know what I'm saying? You know, and Boosie or whoever, man, you ain't the only show in town.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so I tell cats all the time, you know, just, man, no matter how many interviews you get, no matter what you're making or whatever, you know, just always remain humble.
Thanks.
You know, and even with me in this situation that I'm in, you know, it's different prices.
Yeah.
You know, for different, you know, platforms.
Yeah.
You know, people have different budgets.
Right.
You know, so with that being said, you know, hey, I cater to all budgets.
Right.
So I ain't turning down none but my collar.
I know that's right. I seen Rick Ross, man. He said something real, man, because he said, like, you know, he was used to charging, like, I might get the number wrong, but like 75,000 for a show. He said, shit, somebody might hit him up on a Tuesday, like, bro, I got 25,000. He like, I ain't finna turn it down. I'm gonna go get the 25,000. Don't leave nothing on the table, bro.
Yeah. I heard Ross say that too before. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's a good you know what I'm saying, mindset to have as a hustler.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, you don't leave nothing on the table.
Yeah.
You know, and me, And you call me, you know what I'm saying? You know, if this your budget or whatever, you know, we're going to work something out.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I know how to count good. You know, I know how to go look at the subscribers and go look like, you know what I'm saying, to see if a nigga just playing with me or whatever,
right.
You know. So, you know, again, man, I work with everybody. I ain't never too big, and you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna just, you know, just try to shine on a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm hot, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
We're gonna work together.
Yeah, cause see, I think that's what keep people in the game, in this industry, in the game a lot longer, instead of well, I guess price guys and up in the price. It's like, bro, let's figure out a way we can work together, and the way it makes sense for both parties involved. Cause sometimes people be like, oh man, he Hollywood, bro. Like, nah, I ain't gonna book him. Now you find yourself looking for work versus people willing to throw you the bag.
Exactly. You know, and I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me and Joker at Real Life Street Star.
Yeah, shout out to Joker too.
Yeah, Joker, that's my guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's I ran across a few people in this lane that, you know, I'm like, yes, that's a good person. Yeah. You know, I done been let down a couple times. Yeah. But that dude right there, I ain't seen one flaw. Yeah. And I've been looking for it. You know what I'm saying? You looking for it. Yeah. The nigga he's so cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's so 100. Mm-hmm. You be like, damn, man, ain't nobody perfect. Right. But I ain't seen it yet. Yeah.
And see, I haven't met Joker personally, but when I went out to Dallas,
are you gonna meet him? You finna meet him in Miami? Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I'll make sure that happens.
Yeah. I done shot at the studio and all of that, but I ain't met him though.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because I ain't hearing nothing but good things about him.
Like, good dude. He one of them ones, bro. Like you know how you could tell like a genuine soul, right? And a person that just. You know, a nigga you can let sit in the back seat behind you comfortably. Right. You know, he ain't on nothing, you know. For sure. Joker don't want to do nothing but help you, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He done helped me out so much, man. You know, he done did some things for me that, you know, I can't even, nothing illegal, but, you know, it's in private, you know what I'm saying? I never put it on camera, you know, or talk about it unless he spoke on it. But yeah, that's my dude.
Yeah, okay. That's for sure, bro. Yeah. Like I said, I done actually heard Joker on speakerphone in conversation with certain people that I was around, and conversations was good. And I heard how he helped a specific person who he was on speakerphone with. And that's how I know you ain't capping. Like,
for sure. Even before I met him, I'm gonna say this. Angel, you know, my manager, Angel the publicist, before I even met Joker, she, you know, was describing Joker to me. And she was saying the same things that we were saying. Yeah. But when she was saying it, I'm like, man, she put a 10 on it too. This nigga can't be that cool. Yeah. But when I met him, man, her description was spot on. Yep. Yeah, he's just one of them ones, and he rare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
That's a fact. And they give people a long way in this game, just really being real, bro. But sometimes, like, I feel like just hearing about his character, he know how to decipher, like, because sometimes you could be too real and people get over on you and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's important to be in that, when you in that position, to be able to read between the people who gonna take your realness for weakness. So, I feel like he got a good spirit of discernment. Just not even meeting him, like, just hearing about him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So shout out to Joker for real, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we was talking about Boosie or whatever. I want to like span back to like, as far as like artists, rappers and stuff, like music that they putting out. Like a lot of these rappers, what percentage of these artists out right now you think really about they raps, like really living their raps and stuff like that?
That's really living their raps.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it'll be kind of, you know, me and you, we done had a couple shots off camera, and then we just took one on camera. So, you know, me trying to come up with a percentage, I think, or, you know what I'm saying, it'd be kind of, be unfair to me right now, you know, but what I can do, and in my opinion, you know, again, I'm a little tipsy, but I think I can give you some specific names. Yeah,
okay. I like that better.
Yeah,
I like that better.
I figured you would. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, other ones that I think, or that I know. Okay. They get busy.
Okay, let's start with Boosie.
I mean, you know, that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody know Boosie badass ain't no hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Fact,
you know, Boosie, You know my boy Charles, he get, you know what I'm saying, you know, and I'm gonna ride with right or wrong, you know what I'm saying,
sure.
you know, but Charles to kind of give Boosie a little flack about Marlo Mike, you know what I'm saying, you know, and I understand where bro coming from, where Charles is coming from, because you know, the juvenile, the kids, you know what I'm saying, that shit did to his heart, you know what I'm saying, like, and he mean that shit, like, for real, I done seen him shit tears over this shit, like, you know what I'm saying, when it's just me and him, you know what I'm saying, about these kids, and people don't see that side of Charleston, you know, I have, and I do, you know what I'm saying, like, for real, so, you know, with that being said, you know, badass, even before the Marlo Mike, you know, you know, when he was running with Donkey, it's because
I fucks with Donkey.
That's who he wanted to be like. You know, Donkey, and so before it was a Marlo Mike, it was a Boosie want to be like his big cousin Donkey.
So you think Boosie really pistol whipped the nigga for 40 minutes straight?
No, I think Boosie was on some rolls or something when he did that song.
I said, damn, 40 minutes.
Hey, he must took some breaks or some shit. You know what I'm saying? In between some smoke breaks. Ain't no way you pistol whip the nigga for 40 minutes straight.
And he's still alive,
man. And you ain't get the electric chair,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But fast forward to, you know, this era, and the niggas who either I think or no sliding that really get busy. And this ain't in no particular order, but the first person I will say, I think I don't personally know of nobody in the game that's more in the streets or more like that than him. And that's ESTG.
I love ESTG. I love ESTG, bro.
Yeah, for sure. You know, not only do I, you know, it's his music, like, you know, if you one of them ones, if you come from the trenches in that environment, like you can feel it. And, you know, I know the nigga used to play football or whatever, but
with Kansas,
Suge Knight played football too. You know what I'm saying? So what that mean?
See, Aaron,
I do know ESTG be saying some shit in his music that you don't even know how to say these things
if you ain't really lived it.
If you ain't lived, if you ain't been in them situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, with that being said, you know, G get busy, Mozzie, from, you know, Sacramento, I think.
I write for Mozzie.
Mozzie get busy. Believe it or not, shit, Doggy, 42 them, they get busy down there. You know,
come on, bro. It's one I'm waiting on you to say. And I'm surprised you ain't said it.
New era,
No, bro, from your time.
Okay. Well, you know, I ain't want to say that, you know, Shiesty, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. They've been kind of getting me, you know, they've been kind of hard on me for this. So, you know, I ain't want to put him, he got enough shit going on. But,
for sure.
But yeah, for sure, you know, he from the city, Shiesty, 30. Then of course, you know, they talk about Smirk all they want to, Dirt. Smirk, no, they sliding down there. Vaughn, you know what I'm saying? You know, and even the niggas from 63rd, you know what I'm saying? They were sliding too. You know
for sure.
So it's a lot of cats that I could, you know what I'm saying, name or whatever, you know, and it'll probably just come to me as you know what I'm saying, as we go. But for the most part, that's them dudes, the ones that I named, though, you know what I'm saying, that I can personally vouch for, you know. If you want to go old school, of course, you know, 50.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Boo Boo.
Boo Boo, G-Unit Big for Mercy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Beat niggas down the block, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know Boo Boo. They just know 50 Cent.
You're right,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. He the only nigga in the neighborhood stood up to Preem.
Yeah, and Preem was that.
Come on, Preem was that nigga.
Yeah.
He's still hard on Preem right to this day.
Yeah.
That's what I like about 50. He consistent.
Yeah, he consistent. Yeah.
When it's dead, when it's war, you know, ain't no coming back from it.
It's up and it's stuck.
Yeah. I heard somebody the other day say they waiting on a Ja Rule and 50 Cent reunion peace treaty.
Nah, that ain't happening.
Man, the dinosaurs will come back before you see this shit happen.
You know the peace treaty that I was surprised to see.
Who that?
Gucci and Jeezy, bro.
I mean, you talking about the verses that
yeah, man, I could have never.
I mean, yeah, but just if you just go back to it though, just think about it really wasn't, Gucci really was trying to shine on him and trying to stun on him, the things that he said at the verses, talking about Pookie Lope, you remember, and all
Yeah,
that,
of course, yeah.
He was being disrespectful. It wasn't a friendly environment.
But my thing is from
where they come from.
Jeezy perspective, because obviously Pookie Lope was his fault. Yeah. And I know no matter what the motive was for you going to see about Gucci, blood was shed, life was lost. We can't sit in the same room.
Yeah, and I get where you coming from. I understand that, and a lot of us had that same share that same sentiment when we come from that environment.
Yeah.
Jeezy, I think he was one of them ones, he kind of, as he got, he deep into his career, he became more corporate and, and kind of became more, he just let that gangster shit go, I guess, whatever, but where I come from, if it's in you, it's in you, what I'm saying, it can't be in you and it just leave, you could change your ways and you could change how you move and your routine, but you still gonna be a man and you still gonna have certain morals and principles and stuff that you stand on, no matter how much of a back seat you take to better yourself as a man and or whatever in this in this world or whatever.
All right, well, speaking of if it's in you, it's in you. Gucci, man, me personally, and I ain't gonna give my personal opinion about it till I hear yours. Do you feel like the Gucci man that we seeing now is a changed man because he is a changed man, or you think somebody putting a battery in his back for him to move the way that he moving right now?
I'm gonna say this, bro. It's kind of hard for me to answer that because I want to say, man, nigga, I always been a hoe.
Oh, damn.
For one, you've been claiming East Atlanta.
He from Alabama.
Your whole motherfucking career, nigga, and you from, what's that shit, Blessum, Alabama. You know, not one time, I don't hear him shouting this shit out, you know what I'm saying? I think the 1017 was his grandmama address or something down there in Alabama. That's about the only recognition that they get. But it's East Atlanta with Gucci, and that was the most goofiest shit that I ever heard. That's why I was never a big fan of his starting off, because I'm like, how are you not ripping where you're really from? And you done paid a whole nother city to adopt you. So there wasn't 100, or whatever with me. But with that being said, man, his wife, she is caretaker. The things she said on Breakfast Club, that'll lead a retarded motherfucker to believe that any decision he make is controlled by her, from the things that she said on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
From him having the episodes to the, she calling the security and some friends, they haul time and give him his medicine and take him to the her answering his calls, all his emails, and man, I could never be. I have to be a paraplegic or some shit, man, for a person to take that much control over me, or whatever, I mean, it'll make me feel less of a man.
You ever seen that movie Get Out?
Yeah, with the people in there, that was the crazy ass like white people and shit or whatever.
Yeah, but they was like choosing like the black people, and like they was putting the white people's conscience inside of the black people.
I seen it.
I feel like that's what we looking at when we see Gucci right now. I don't feel like that's him.
Yeah, and I can understand that, because just like Charleston said, he said some real shit. Like, when the last time you seen Gucci have a full conversation?
Exactly.
Man, I'm talking about, like, only thing you see him do is nod his head like a bobblehead.
Mm-hmm.
He might throw a peace sign or something, like, but other than that, man, they say he a clone. I don't think he a clone. I just think he under some very strong psych meds. And I just think that shit done changed him. He been taking it for so long.
Yeah.
Maybe that shit could just change you, as a person, just, what I'm saying, just your over, what I'm saying, just everything about you just become different by taking this shit so long.
Yeah. And I've seen kids, like, I'm not sure the type of medication Gucci on, but I've seen children who were like wild and hyper and stuff. They get on that medicine and they be zombied out. Like, they
they
not them.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I seen, You know, my son, he's autistic, you know, when he takes his meds, you know, he don't, of course, he don't be zombied out or whatever, but, it does, kind of like balance him out, you know, where he's, not, kind of like, you know, I guess, violent or, you know, cause he can get, you know, my son can get violent, you know, sometimes or whatever when he's triggered and things like that. So the medicine does help, but, you know, as far as zombied out, I mean, it doesn't affect them like that. But in prison, I mean, you know, I seen the inmates and shit, they take the Seroquels and whatever else they take and they be zombied out, you know what I'm saying? And that shit be crazy.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought up your son, man, autism and stuff like that. Cause my son, he 5, he autistic as well, man.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So your son, he's grown, right?
Yeah, my son 20. Yeah.
How was that, man? Like dealing with that, like from a child all the way up until 20, man? Cause I'm faced with the same journey. So I just want to get some guidance. Like,
well, you know, when he was younger, I was in and out of prison a lot, you know. Then when I wasn't in prison, I was so knee deep in the streets, bro. You know, I wasn't as hands on as I am now.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons.
Hold on.
That's all the shots.
I don't know what that is. Damn.
That's all them shots, man. That's all them shots, man.
Now.
I don't need to get that.
Pollen, man.
Yeah.
No,
you said that pollen?
Yeah, my allergies.
Yeah, your allergies. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah.
But
I'm leaving that in there too, y'all. Most people cut that out. I'm leaving it.
Oh, you gonna leave it in there?
I'm gonna leave it in there.
Oh, real?
Yeah. Give me a shot.
I was just gonna say, man, we gotta take a shot to that one, man. Cole, man, we gotta take a shot to that.
Yeah.
For sure, because I promise, man, I have to pull a 607 on my edit that part out.
Nah, I'm gonna leave it in there.
Yeah, for sure.
You want me to cut it out?
Hell no. Come on, man. We raw, man. It's unfiltered.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Sure. Yep. Yeah, we up under the tree in the neighborhood.
Fact, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But let's get it.
Yes, sir.
For sure. You on some Shannon Sharp shit, ain't it?
Yeah, hey, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Sure.
Alright, my bad, y'all.
But my you know, my son, when he was younger, I think one of the reasons why I wasn't his hands on is because with him being, you know, he was small back then. He was, you know, this was around the time when he was maybe, you know, 5, 6, 7 or up in that age or whatever. You know. We knew he had been diagnosed at that point. But man, I think like the older my son got, the more rambunctious he got, you know what I'm saying? You know, I guess hyper or whatever I would say.
Yeah.
So when he was smaller, you know, she could handle it. She you know what I'm saying? You know, she did handle it, you know, or whatever, you know, and I have to give her credit for that because there was times when I wasn't around and she had to do it, you know, by herself or whatever. But when he got older and, as I'm, you know what I'm saying, matured in life and started to, you know, just give him my undivided attention. It became routine. Yeah. You know, and he can't do it. He can't take care of himself. Right. You know, so, and the only people gonna do it consistently is me and his mom. Facts. You know, her family, you know, they help out, you know, when they can, you know. Yeah. And so, but for the most part, it's me and her. And, so you know, it's rough now, bro. It's to believe it or not, it's worse now with him being older. I think he was more calm when he was younger. Yeah. Now, you know, if he get triggered, it's a problem. Yeah. He 20. Yeah.
He got that man.
Yeah. And he's strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I seen y'all out eating ice cream the other day and stuff, man.
Yeah.
I commented on your live. I don't know if you remember.
But, no, I didn't even see it. But you know I would have.
Yeah, bro, man, that jump, man, melted my heart when I seen it because I'm like, okay, this is what I got to look forward to. Like we know what my son get. So
is your son verbal or non-verbal?
He non-verbal. Well, you know what? He was non-verbal, but we got him at this school, man. Shout out to the school too. I ain't gonna put it in this podcast.
Yeah, okay.
But he's starting to talk now, man.
For real, like he like just saying words. And
stuff.
I
tell him like, hey, say tree, like say man, the biggest breakthrough that we seen because they had been trying to get him to say this word since he started was penguin. Last week he finally said penguin. For real, and everybody just erupted. For real. Yeah. So
you know it's. I guess I'm just expecting so much. My son, he'll say certain words. Like I don't know about your son, but my son, he love music and they love the iPads. And he know how to work a remote control to a TV better than me. Yeah, he can get to YouTube and all that shit quicker than I can. And so when he get to singing his, listening to his songs that he listens to every day, every blue moon, he'll catch them. He'll say a couple words in the song. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because he listened to the songs like, repetitive every day. Yeah. And sometimes you could be talking to him and saying stuff like just talk, and he'll repeat what you say. Yeah. So but I be wanting so much more, or whatever. I guess I don't consider that him talking or whatever, because I think if I had one wish, I just can't see myself putting nothing above being able to hold a conversation with my son. Yeah, I don't know nothing that I would put before that. Yeah.
That'll break you down.
Yeah, the crush. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. If I actually was, I don't know, man. Hopefully they come out with some type of technology.
Well, look though. I don't know if you know about this, but like my son, his therapy that he goes to, they provided him this tablet. I know your son. You say you got a tablet.
He done had 100 of them.
Now this one, if he want to watch YouTube, like he'll press YouTube, like eat. It got the different foods on there and stuff like that. Do your son have a tablet like that?
Not right now. I think I remember his mom years ago having something similar or whatever, if not the same. But man, I'm high and drunk right now. You know what I'm saying? But anything that could possibly or potentially help my son progress, she did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Whatever got their programs they had or whatever, school, son's still in school right to this day. We go to one of the best schools, in Memphis, Tennessee. They love him to death there. Shout out to the people at this school. I'm like you, I ain't gonna put the school out there. Whatever, but they love my boy to death. Yesterday they called me. He had an incident at school with another student. Was trying to get his attention and hit him on the arm. And so they had to call and report it. And it was nothing. My son was laughing when the other student hit him, but they still got to report it. They still have to report it.
I like schools
and, like that. And I was just about to say that you took the words like, and I was afraid that, whenever, because they called me first. So when I reached out to his mom and told his mom what happened, I was afraid that she was going to be like, he can't go back to the school or whatever the case may be. But after she talked to the principal, she shot me a text message and she was okay, what I'm saying, with it or whatever. I know I was because he around some good people at that school. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Off camera, I'm going to tell you a little bit more stuff. We could probably help each other in that area. Because I know, like, now, I'm not sure back when your son was diagnosed, how, rare it was for autistic cases, but now since COVID, we starting to see a incline in autistic. So it's like so many different things out now, newer things now versus back 20 years ago or however long ago. So I school you on some stuff. And you be like, well, now I already did that. But try this or whatever. So we'll chop it up about that. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it.
But look though, I done seen you on a lot of different platforms. Say Cheese.
Shout out to my boy Sean.
Yeah. Shout out to Sean. Real Life Street Stars. I've seen you chop it up with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Trap Lord Ross. You about to do that, right?
Yeah. You know, me and Trap. Me and Trap, we chop it up all the time. You know, Trap might hit me up if he doing a story on Memphis or something that I'm knowledgeable about. Yeah, he'll hit me while he on live stream or whatever, and and I fuck with Trap. You know, Trap done stayed up 2-3 in the morning for me. Yeah, doing some shit trying to help me. Yeah, you know, and Trap, you know, he wanted to. You know, it's a lot of ghosts in the game, and he one of them. And for him to stay up 2-3 in the morning to do something to try to help me, and he, you know, is a multi-millionaire. You know, it's just, you know, shit like that. I never forget. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And if I'm ever around Trap, and I hope don't nobody ever try to do nothing to him. Yeah. Or whatever. I'm riding with Trap Leroy.
Yeah. Trap a real one. I seen y'all on the call. You and Charles was on the call with academics not too long ago.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Ak hit me up. You know what I'm saying on the stream or whatever. And me and Dub was together for sure.
Yeah, I seen that. Y'all was talking about the Gucci situation. Yeah. So I want to know like with all of those platforms. Oh yeah, City Nash too.
Yeah. What City? Yeah, you know City. That's like my brother. You know what I'm saying, for sure.
Yeah, and then Terrence, the civilian Williams. He gonna get on my ass.
The people's champ, Mr. Answer Right Back.
Yeah, Mr. Answer Right Back. Yeah. I want to know who would you get the most credit to as it relates to you achieving your internet success, and we got to throw Charleston White in there too. Yeah, we got to throw him in there. So who would you get the most credit to? You can say me too if you want.
As it relates to my internet success. Yeah. Who I would get the most credit to? Yeah. Wow, bro. Man, I'm gonna keep it G with you. I can't say no one person. Like, I'm not gonna say every person. I ain't gonna cheat. But Angel, shout out to my manager Angel. You know, if it wasn't for Angel, I wouldn't know City. Well, I ain't gonna say I wouldn't know City, but me and City wouldn't have developed the relationship that we did that fast if it wasn't for Angel and Gangster. With that being said, who helped me the most, who I would give that credit to, it'll have to be between City, Charleston, and Joker.
Hold on. You did Vlad too. I forgot. I left Vlad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Shout out to Vlad.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And so the reason why I'm not putting Vlad in No Jumper in this, you know what I'm saying, in this, because, you know, No Jumper showed me love when I went. You know what I'm saying? Adam showed me, you know what I'm saying, it was real player. He let me get high, he let me do my thing, you know what I'm saying, you know, and I liked the environment, you know, it's, you know, the shit looked at what you see online is not No Jumper, you know. Yeah, they got a big ass, you know what I'm saying, building with you know, it's a lot of little shit to do or whatever. Shit almost around you over a little club, so to speak.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, he got a cool little spot. But the reason why I'm not putting them in there, because I mean, I appreciate them for bringing me, because they two of the majors. Yeah. But I'm talking about like far as like that just helped me personally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just on some, you know what I'm saying, straight from the hip, from the heart type shit, you know. And Charleston, City, and Joker. You know, my boy, you know, my boy Gangsta, I fuck with Gangsta, you know what I'm saying? And
Gangsta crazy.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah. And you know, Trap been there, but you know what I'm saying, I think City and Charleston and Joker, they in a lane of their own, you know what I'm saying, you know, and Angel, Yeah, they in the land of their own or whatever. You know, they ain't never told me no, and I got to give I can't forget my boy Vince at Swole Nerd Production.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, without Vince, would none of this be possible? You know, he one of the best photographers in the world. If you don't know about Swole Nerd Production, man, you need to look him up. If you want your shit to look A1 and 4K, and if you want to get it pushed on YouTube, reach out to Swole Nerd Productions.
Hey, shout out to Swole Nerd Productions, man.
Sure.
Yeah. So I seen since we talking about podcasts and stuff like that, we did mention academics. I seen on the stream he said something to you about a celebrity boxing match with Woody.
With Draco.
Woo Draco is crazy, man. Hey, you heard what he called you, bro.
Yeah.
So why is it that a celebrity boxing match was in the talks, but then Act was like, Woody will fight anybody but you?
Cause Woody a hoe.
Damn.
See, Woody did his research.
Yeah.
And Woody know that getting in that ring with me,
yeah,
he stand a chance of losing the last of the car theft reputation that he got. Cause that's all he known for, being a car thief.
Yeah.
The gangster shit, the killer shit. He done shot at a few people.
Yeah.
Shot up a few houses and got the whole world fooled like he a killer.
Also, he ain't like that.
Man, he look, how you gonna be like that? And you take orders from a nigga that wear pink.
I mean,
that wear dresses.
I mean, but a lot of crash outs take orders from somebody, man.
A nigga that wear a dress? You take an order from a nigga that wear a dress?
I mean,
would you take an order from a nigga that wear a dress?
I ain't taking no order from nobody that wear a suit.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so let alone a dress, but let's just say you was gang affiliated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the nigga who called the shots wearing a dress.
Yeah.
How would you feel about that as being in the game?
I don't know how gang politics work. And so the guy that's wearing the dress, is he like he's like at an elite level, at a high level? Yeah. How did he get to that high level wearing a dress and stuff like that? That's what I would ask first of all.
Well, this not a situation where we gotta ask. This is a situation where we know, man, he got to that elite level based off of the him being famous for, you know what I'm saying, his music.
Mm-hmm.
And so, along come with the music is what? The money. So when you get all the money, then what? You get the followers and the yes men, or whatever the case may be. So now you can, call yourself boss or whatever. In my opinion, if Young Thug wasn't successful as he was and is, there's no way that he would be calling shots or giving anybody orders, especially in Orange Mound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they do it in Atlanta, but ain't no nigga wearing no dress, even talking loud in Orange Mound.
Yeah, but I guess I don't want to say in all fairness, and this ain't no shade to Atlanta, but you know what Atlanta is the capital of.
Yeah, I know what they known for.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like.
But I know some real niggas from Atlanta though,
Yeah.
I'm talking about like personally that I fuck with, I'm talking about like that I go there with. I'm saying, my boy Ghost Los One on Instagram, and my boy Omari from
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna cut you off right quick.
Everybody
So you saying a gangster can't be a gangster if he wear a dress?
I think if you a gangster at heart and you really like that,
yeah,
that kind of shit ain't even in you. You know what I'm saying? Like you will take a bullet before you put a dress on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The kind of nigga, you gotta, it's just like right now, if you pull a gun out and you talking about nigga, hey, put this dress on camera.
Yeah.
You got to shoot me on camera. Now, if the cameras want on, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I'm going on. There ain't no motherfucking way.
Yeah.
And he was wearing the motherfuckers proudly.
Yeah, but this might have been who he is though. Like, so I want to say the word, but I don't want. I'm gonna say it, and I bleep it out.
No.
So a gay motherfucker can't be a gang member. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think that's possible because if I'm the leader of the gang, when and where do you allow a gay motherfucker to join?
But he King Slime. He at the top of the food chain.
Man, look. My nigga was one of the toughest, if not the toughest niggas from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
My nigga Fish, King Fish, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know, it's a few more tough niggas from his era.
Yeah.
You know, and I give respect where respect due. You know, shout out to G Train, George Hewlett, you know, from Lamar Gardens. So, you know, with that being said, my nigga, he ran one of the stiffest and toughest organizations in the South.
Yeah.
Memphis Mob. Fish ain't letting no nigga with no dress get in.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. We ain't nothing to talk about or none of that. I don't give a fuck what you did or what you know what I'm saying, how much money you got.
Yeah.
Ain't no nigga wearing no dress with no crochet braids getting in the mob. It just ain't happening.
All right, so I'm gonna take it further than this, right? And shout out to Gangster. You know, we rock with you the long way.
Yeah.
But if we talking about dresses and gang shit, we gotta talk about Bird. Bird, man. 5-star. Blood. Big blood.
Talking about what you talking about? Like
him and Wayne kissing.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I ain't agree with that, you know. And, and I don't think I can't speak for my brother Gangster. But I don't think Gangster, you know what I'm saying, would approve of that. I know damn well Gangster wouldn't have did that. But and this ain't no disrespect to Bird, because I never do that.
Nah.
Yeah, on the strength of Gangster. I don't know Bird, but I fuck with Gangster.
Yeah.
And they brothers. And but with that being said, I mean, I understand where you coming from, because I was a big Cash Money fan.
I still am.
And No Limit. Yeah, still am. You know, so when that happened, it kind of threw me.
Yeah.
Back then, you know, or whatever the case may be. But I just thought it was extremely weird. Do I think Birdman is the G word? Hell no, I don't think he the G word.
Yeah.
Do I think Wayne the G word? No, I don't.
Right.
I just think they was on some crazy father-son shit. And, you know, I wouldn't kiss my son in the mouth at that age, you know, or whatever.
I wouldn't kiss my son in the mouth at this age that he at now. Yeah. Well, no, I have before. I ain't gonna say that.
Now my autistic son.
That's what I'm saying. My autistic son. Yeah.
It's different, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But I said that to spin the block back on the Thug situation, because you saying, well, how could they let him run whatever he run and he wearing dresses? Bird and them did what they did. Shout out to Stunner and Wayne. Wayne, my favorite rapper. Yeah. But you know, I just said that to say that. That's why I'm like, it don't matter what your sexuality is. If you a gangster, you a gangster.
Yeah, and you know, it's probably some tough ass G dudes.
Yeah.
You know, or whatever. So and I get what you're saying. I'm just probably a little, you know, I just come from, you know what I'm saying, you know, that environment where I ain't never been in no gang. You know, myself, I ain't no gang member or nothing like that, but I done always been around them. I done always ran, you know what I'm saying, with them. I didn't never get in the game because I never had to, you know, I never needed the security. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, you know, I was able to, fortunately stand on my own. You know? So, with that being said, the gang shit, you know, right now, I think, like, if you still, especially at my age, claiming a gang and throwing it up, mm-hmm. I just think, man, you know what I'm saying, you need to be evaluated, you know, at this age, you know what I'm saying, you try to detach from that foolishness, you know what I'm saying? You know, some of the shit that we used to do back in the day, man, I look back on, and I just can't believe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, man, I used to do that goof ass shit, you know, like, and but
that's growth though, like, because a lot of people they still the same at this big age, and they don't see nothing wrong with it.
Exactly, you know, and it's crazy, you know, like you said, you know, we all done stupid things at a young age. Yeah, it's about growth. And, you know, it's like right now, I don't even have some of the things I used to love to do, man, and I don't even have the urge to do no more, you know. Right. Even before my case, for the indictment, I wasn't going to clubs and shit like that, you know, unless I was invited or something like that, or somebody's birthday or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I partied hard, you know what I'm saying, when I was a young nigga, when I first got in the street. So, all that shit, you know, it's a lot of shit that don't excite me no more. And I'm glad, you know, because, man, it's time to focus on life, man. And, you know what I'm saying, try to get yourself situated.
Yeah, get into that bag, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And speaking again,
what me and you been talking about all day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And
sure.
Speaking of getting to that bag, bro, you know, I'm a master at asking questions and not forgetting the question that was asked.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, come on with it.
Do you think Woody will fight you, brother, for the bag?
Man, Woody wouldn't fight flies off his ass.
Is it Woody or Woody? I can't.
Woodricker.
Look, bro, you can't pull you one and I pull you one. What we doing here, man?
My bad, man.
What we doing, man?
Apologize, man.
Please
fuck up.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, for sure. Man, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. Woody wanted to fight everybody but me.
Yeah.
You know. And Woody know when academics reached out. Woody know when academics reached out. Shout out to my boy Act too, man.
Shout out to Act.
Yeah. You know, believe it or not, man, Act a player.
Yeah.
You know, but Woody know when Act reached out to him, man, it was a bag involved. Act don't even get involved unless it's a bag involved. You know,
and I know it's a bag involved.
Come on, man, you know that.
Who ain't finna watch that?
Come on, man. Hey, listen, when I made the post, bro, we got over like 8,000 likes, and people's. Man, so many comments, people saying they'll pay pay-per-view to see this shit. Mr. Not Guilty and Mr. Get Him Indicted.
Oh, that's crazy.
Come on, man. When that dope, man, that's some box office shit.
Yeah.
Mr. Not Guilty, the nigga who went to trial and got found not guilty.
Yeah.
Versus Mr. Get Him Indicted, the nigga who got the whole Atlanta indicted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, you'll pay to see it, wouldn't it?
I'm trying to sell it right now.
Yeah. You'll be there with it, nigga.
Yeah, I'm be commentating.
Nigga, you might be my cut man.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, but Woody know what's up, man. You know, Woody just he ain't as dumb as people think he is. He got a little sense. He got enough sense not to get in that motherfucking ring with me because he know I'm gonna kick the mental health meds out his ass.
But if the bag though, bro, you can fuck me up, bro.
Man, listen, bro. Listen, I done whoop niggas for free before.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I done been beat for free, so nigga, like,
exactly.
let's see what's
50,000, 75, whatever. And cause he know. Cause he know at this point, he know I'm gonna try to do him bad. I'm gonna take him back to the mound.
Yeah.
Yeah. This ain't McCannonville and all that shit when they was over there boxing with Young Thug and them on the sidewalk and shit.
Yeah.
No, nigga, I'm gonna take you back to the mound. Nigga, I'm gonna do you bad, nigga. I ain't no, you seen him box on YouTube when
I seen him fight that big dude, but that ain't that. But okay, so listen, man.
If that Woody right there come to the ring with me,
yeah,
man, I'm gonna do his ass just like Rocky Balboa did the nigga in the last Rocky.
I can't even remember. It's been so many.
The Russian.
Oh yeah, the Russian dude. If he dies, he dies.
Yeah. If he dies, he dies. I'm gonna do his ass just like that.
Yeah. Hey man, Woody, bro, if you ain't no hoe, bro, come get that bag, bro. Come get the bag.
What you just said? If my auntie had nuts, she'll be my uncle.
That's a fact. But I want to see.
Woody a hoe.
Oh, you say he a hoe. Woody, he said you a hoe, bro. Come get the bag, bro. The bag is there.
You know who just got out of jail today, then?
Who?
Shell Kill.
Who is it? Okay. Oh, with the whole
Yeah. Who tried to snatch Woody pockets off in the club?
Yeah.
When he took that money from Woody.
Yeah.
When Woody was pump faking in the club and they got on his ass like a pull up.
Yeah.
That's Shell Kill.
I seen it in a little documentary.
Woodricker finna be real quiet now.
Yeah, I ain't heard from him in a minute.
Yeah. You ain't gonna hear from him. I've been on his ass so bad.
Yeah.
For real. I told him only way. Me and Charles told him, only way a nigga get off your ass if you denounce your shit and say you a hoe. Other than that, you can't even. I'm talking about at one point, we weren't going to even allow him back on YouTube unless he said he was ready to get in the ring.
Man.
What a hoe, man. Let's talk about something else, man. Nigga a bitch, man. For real, man. Nigga got famous for getting some niggas indicted, man.
Yeah, that is a fact, man.
For real.
Yeah, we're transitioning, man. But before we transition, bro, hey, if you want to clear your face, if you want to come back to the internet, nigga, clear your face, bro. Don't be a hoe.
Nigga, you in your 30s. Nigga, I'm 46 years old, nigga. If I was in your shoes, nigga, I'd be kicking the pies out of me right now, nigga.
Hey man, the bag though,
It's there.
especially after they see this, the bag is definitely gonna be.
Come
there.
on, man. Look, man.
Yeah, man. So we definitely gonna transition, but before we transition, how you and Charleston White link up, bro?
Man, bro, just out of the blue, he just hit me up one day in the DM, and I ain't gonna say what he just hit me up, and bro hit me up, you know what I'm saying, and I hit him back, and we got on the phone, we chopped it, you know, we you know what I'm saying, I think the first thing we talked about was what we needed to talk about, you know what I'm saying, as men, and once we got that out the way, man, bro just been doing everything he can, you know, to try to get where I want to go and get where, you know what I'm saying, get where I'm going, and you know what I'm saying, but he been expediting it, and I appreciate that nigga. Like, you know, I've been getting a lot of people been questioning, you know what I'm saying, my decision for aligning with bro. A lot of people been saying they don't understand it or whatever the case may be. I guess they wanted me to be that same person from years ago, you know, and just to hold on to things, you know what I'm saying, hold on to negative shit, you know. That's not me. I ain't there no more, you know. Right. You know, I ain't trying to, I don't want no beef if it ain't got to be beef, you know what I'm saying? And that wasn't no beef. Me and Charleston had never met each other at that point. You know, we had a bad run in on the internet, things were said, and you know, Charleston gang related. When he say he gang related, he mean that shit in blood. And I say that to say, like, he know a nigga, he know a real nigga from I'm talking about a mile away. I promise you he do. I done seen him, I done seen him pick out some suckers, I done seen him pick out some real niggas, you know. And you know, and he just felt that he felt the energy for me, and we chopped it, and once we, you know what I'm saying, pulled up on each other, you know what I'm saying, man, when we pulled up on each other, bro, you know what I'm saying, it was just like, nigga, when we first seen each other, nigga, we just locked hands and gave each other that real nigga, you know what I'm saying, embrace. And it's been solid, loyal, and just straight up and down ever since then, you know. Bruh know all my spots, you know what I'm saying, I know all his spots, you know, I trust him with my life, he trusts me with his life, you know. And once a nigga trusts me with their life, I never betray him. Right. For sure. Go fuck how mad I get at a nigga or whatever, but you trust me with your life, bro. I you know what I'm saying, that shit mean a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? That's an honor, you know, for a nigga to say, man, I know that nigga right there, man, that nigga wouldn't cross me for the world. Right. You know what I'm saying? I take pride in that type of shit. Like, that's why I'm with the same niggas that I started with, you know, some of them anyway. The ones who ain't took they tail on me when I went to trial, I'm with the same niggas, bro. Yeah. And I can attest to everything you saying about Charleston. Like, bro, solid dude. Outside of the internet stuff that he do on the internet, in real life, bro, solid. Yeah, solid as they come, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I ain't gonna speak on a lot of shit that he do or whatever, but me and you know. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure, man. And he don't do it for no notoriety or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Bro just be wanting to, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Man, bro doing shit right today. The niggas, the comics that's way above him, you know what I'm saying? Like on a whole different level, ain't never done. Man, that man going from city to city. That I done seen that man pick up at least 3 people that he don't even know. I'm talking about, man, we don't know these folks from Adam. Man, kidnap these people. All because he want to see him win, bro. I'm talking about take him to his home. I'm talking about like make him family overnight. Man, look, man, the motherfuckers that's hating on him ain't doing that. Nah. And the niggas that's hating on him, they just on the internet. Because when I was out with the nigga in Miami, I seen the realest niggas in Miami.
pushing through bitches, Charleston.
Yeah.
What up, my
sure.
nigga? And embrace this nigga. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, like, oh, this nigga, he like that. But the nigga had me at his spot out in Miami, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick. I flew out to hang with him, but I'm sick. I don't know what it is. I got out there and got sick, bro.
Yeah.
I had rented a whip. I'm like, bro, I can't go nowhere. I'm like, bro, you take the whip, do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, you can stay at the crib. Like,
yeah.
Bro, it ain't too many people you could just trust to be like, hey, man, stay at the crib.
Yeah,
At that level, for him to trust me to just chill at his crib while he gone, I'm like,
that shit mean a lot, don't it?
Yeah, bro, and I'm forever like he could trust me with his life, bro. Cause he trusted me, like, bro,
definitely,
bro, solid, man. Like, I don't care what nobody say about bro.
Mm-hmm.
He the reason me and you sitting there talking right now.
Definitely, true that, for sure.
Antonio Brown interview, Gangster 607. I ain't never seen that one person that wants somebody to win so bad, bro.
Bro, it's like, as far as passing the information and putting nigga in position, and him, City, man, Joker, you know what I'm saying? They'll do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, them 3 niggas right there ain't never told me no.
Yeah.
It's all, if it ain't yes, it's, man, we're gonna figure it out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, man.
And I like we gonna figure it out better than like a yeah, because if you tell me a fast yeah, I'm like, hold on, what we getting into? But if we gonna figure it out, all right, we gonna think how we gonna get through this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Shout out to Charleston though, for real, man. Like, bro,
sure.
Genuine, bro. We had just missed each other too, because as I was leaving Miami, I think you had just got to
I had just got there. Yo.
How you like Miami, bro?
Man, I love it. You know, I love the weather. You know, I love the just the vibe. Man, I like waking up at 2 a.m, going to the club. Mm-hmm. You know, that was cool. You know, that was a different look. You know, you ain't doing that in Memphis. You know,
not here neither.
Yeah, the club getting ready to close.
Yeah, 2 o'clock, man. Forget about it. They ain't serving no alcohol no more. None of that.
Yeah, for sure. So,
we went to Did you go? Did y'all? I know y'all went to the strip club. Ain't no way y'all didn't.
Yeah, Taboo.
Taboo, yeah.
You know that's Charles' spot.
Yeah. That's his stomping ground.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He got. I'm surprised they ain't put a statue of him in there.
That should be Taboo / Charleston's.
Man, I promise. Yeah, for sure. One thing about it, man. A lot of light bills don't be paid in there.
Oh, man, light bills, mortgages.
Yeah. One thing, my boy gonna pay his tithes now.
Yeah. Oh man, what?
For sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Charleston, man. Yeah, brother. We gonna talk about some other stuff, man. But we gotta talk about, of course, why we here, bro. The question that I'm gonna ask you first about the situation is, and I want you to keep it all the way real. I don't want no politically correct answer. I
don't know no other way.
All right. If Straight Drop and Cornelius, right? Cornelius was sitting right here in front of you. No cameras, no phones, no nothing. I know they say hindsight is 20/20, but right here, right now, what would you say to them about the whole situation that they tried to get you involved in? What would you really say to them? Or ask them?
Well, when you say they get me involved, didn't nobody try to get me involved in anything but Cornelius. You know,
Cornelius, okay.
Yeah, you know, and if Cornelius was sitting right here in front of me, no cameras, no nothing, especially no one to call 911, I ask y'all to politely step out and lock the door. And don't open the motherfucker to somebody tap on it. That's what I would say.
Yeah, because, bruh, really played with your life in 2 ways. Legally and detrimentally, because the situation was a super, super deep situation. Right. And it could have went either way.
True that.
So knowing the fact that it could have went either way, what was your temperature? Like, what was your blood pressure at? Knowing that you was facing these 2 factors, jail or retaliation.
Man, going through this shit, that trial, and seeing him sitting on that stand, telling some lies that was, a nigga was saying some shit that was made for Tubi. And that goes back to, I got indicted a year after the case. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think Dolph was murdered November 21st, I think, was
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
I was indicted in November of 2022. It took this sucker ass nigga a whole year to come up with this magical ass lie that sounded real good to the prosecution to try to get himself out of a jam. But during this situation, I was so motherfucking mad at myself because, you know, I had only knew that goof ass nigga for like 3-4 months. He was my little play brother, Bobby. That was his partner. And when I came home, I had got a house on the street that I grew up on, and he was coming around through Bobby and buying a little weed and little, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. But I was mad at myself for even allowing someone that I didn't even really know like that, you know, to, I guess I want to say get that close, but he wasn't even close, you know what I'm saying? The nigga just come over and just buy weed and, you know what I'm saying, pills every day or whatever. And he was one of them old follow the leader ass niggas that started calling me big bro, and nigga ain't know me from nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to see him get up on that stand and say this shit about me that wasn't true and that could have got me, you know what I'm saying, taken away from my family and my, you know, my kids. I had to check myself like, this nigga ain't your partner. You know, this nigga don't care nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if there was drop, you know what I'm saying, or fucking tell for, you know what I'm saying, or J Money or something up there doing some shit like that, then I'd be crushed. But a bitch ass nigga like that come just, that nigga came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had, you know, that's what suckers do, you know?
Yeah.
And I guess wherever he come from, wherever, you know, the type of niggas he grew up around, you know, I guess that's what they do. You know, the niggas ain't got no cook card. You know, the person that I seen on that stand, that nigga would have did that to his mama to get out of jail.
Yeah. I seen he like lied on his grandma or something too, right?
Man, yeah, basically, you know, a lady that was like his grandmother,
Yeah.
you know, basically, you know, she grew up next door to his dad, stayed there for like 50, 60 years. The man told the detectives, and I think this was, me and Seti kind of like went back and forth about this, but I think this was a major point, you know what I'm saying, in my trial. There was, you know, like almost like a victory for me. Like when you lied on this 70-year-old lady saying that someone brought her a note and $800. That lady got up on the stand and testified. This lady ain't never had a speeding ticket. This lady got and testified under oath that a young man that she been feeding for 40-some years, done let him and his daddy stay with her when their lights was out. You know, she testified that whenever she go to the grocery store, he get her groceries out the car and take them in the house. She got on the stand and said that same person was lying through his motherfucking teeth if he said somebody brought her a note and $800.
Right.
So if a nigga get on the stand and allow someone like his grandmama and put a 70-year-old innocent woman in a dangerous ass case and lie on her, what the fuck you think he'll do to me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that, you know, they don't they ain't processed it, or maybe they ain't asked themselves that question, or maybe they ain't just thought about it. But he did that to an old lady, somebody that loved him and cared about him. Mm-hmm. Man, I don't get spurred.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this because me and my partners, we was following the case heavy, and all of my partners, they was like, "Nah, Govan, he did that shit. Cause why would a nigga just sit up and make up a whole lie and involve him in some shit like that?" And the only person that was like, "Nah, I don't think he did it," and I understand how somebody could sit there and lie, and include somebody that ain't got nothing to do with it in it, was me. Okay. I took it all the way back to when I was 17 years old in high school. Mm-hmm. I had got caught selling weed at school. They unzipped my pants and the weed fell out of my pants. Mm-hmm. First thing I said, "Man, these my cousin jeans." I was like, "I got these jeans from my cousin's house." Mm-hmm. And
well, none of that true.
No. Instant. I didn't even think about it. Just instantly, oh no, these my cousin jeans, man. I got these jeans from my cousin's house. Blah blah blah. At the time, I'm a kid, man. Mm-hmm. So I know my mama finna kick my ass when she find out about this. I'm finna get expelled from school. Mm-hmm. I knew my cousin had been to jail several times. Nah, these my cousin jeans, man. These ain't mine, bro. I just slipped them on right. So I was like, nah, I really read the room.
At that point, you would say anything to get out this situation.
Yeah, man. I couldn't wait to get out the situation, bro. And I was like, bro, they gonna believe this shit.
And you weren't facing life.
Nah, I was just facing suspension.
A suspension.
Yeah. And
imagine if you'd have been facing life in prison.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
at that age.
Yeah, at that age. Yeah. So I seen why he did what he did. And I seen why he chose you. Cause I've heard what your reputation was. So now at this grown age I am now, I wouldn't even be involved in no activity like that. Mm. But if my back was against the wall like that and I was a bitch ass nigga, I would fucking be like, nah, Govan, that's who it is. Yeah. Check his record. Like, check his track record in the street out. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Like, so I'm not gonna say I understand why he did what he did, but I can see why he did what he did.
I mean, who else was he gonna do it to? You know what I'm saying? And potentially get the type of credit and downward deposit that he was looking for.
Right.
You know, Juke was gone. You know, but he didn't know Juke. What he did know is he did know that I was actively trying to put a record deal together. Between me and Juke and Drop and my brother was in federal prison at the time, and he knew that, and so with him knowing that, he was able to take that and say, you know, I made the introduction between Drop and Juke.
It was the perfect. Man, I was like, bro, this is the perfect fucking story. I was tuned in, eating my popcorn and everything.
Everything was lined up.
Yeah, it was lined up.
It was lined up for him. I made the introduction between Drop and Juke.
Yeah.
Hoping and praying to get a music deal so we can get out the streets.
Yeah.
And stop selling dope.
Yep.
And he knew this. He was around. You know what I'm saying? So it was easy for. He made the introduction between Drop and Juke. So he the one who said, you know what I'm saying? All the goofy, weird shit.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, if that was the actual truth, why did it take a whole year?
Because he had to cook the story up. Yeah. Oh, I know. I dissected the whole shit.
A lot of people on the outside looking in, they really believe that I had something to do with it. And I ain't that kind of nigga.
But it was the perfect fucking skate. He was the perfect skate.
It was the perfect storm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just wish those people that's judging it from, you know what I'm saying, and being biased about it or whatever, if they knew the certain details and certain things, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, they will understand, like, damn, dude really didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been no hater ass nigga. You know, like, Dolph ain't never did shit to me. I ain't never been a security guard. man, come on, man. I ain't securing no motherfucker but me and my kids.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't never met Yo Gotti. You know, do I know Juke and fuck with Juke? You goddamn right I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with Cuz, you know what I'm saying? You know, but
not enough to inherit.
Yeah, I ain't inheriting no nigga rap beef, no 20-year, 10-year rap beef.
Yeah.
Man, I got my own shit going on. I ain't even, man, come on, man. I ain't having enough money, man, to be inheriting no shit like that. I need to be a multi-millionaire to be inheriting some shit like this. So, no, that wasn't my smoke.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this, because before Dolph was unalived, it seemed like the beef between CMG and Pre, it wasn't intense like years prior to that. So did something else happen to spark the beef? I was reading my notes too. That's why I sounded so robotic.
Yeah. It's crazy you asked that, because I don't even know off the top of my head. I don't remember nobody asking me that. But wow, I'm finna possibly give you something that I don't think I done gave nobody.
I appreciate that too.
Unfortunately, it was a situation where Key Glock and Juke boarded the same plane in the month of November.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah, we gotta take a shot.
Hold on, because I ain't never heard this shit.
Yeah. I already know.
We gotta take a real shot for this one.
Yeah, you know, I fuck with you.
I'm gonna pull you up.
I got so much shit in the vault, in the chamber. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring something out for you.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
hard, bro. We got to drink.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, from the bottom.
For sure, to the top.
Because that's where we going.
You did. For sure, I like that.
So Glock and Juke on the same plane in November.
In November, same month, Dolph get killed.
This before or after?
Before.
Okay.
Dolph get killed, and some things were said, and to be fair, Juke started it. Juke said something to Glock first. He said something to Glock, and Glock said something back, and they was sort of face to face. And, Glock surprised Juke and probably whoever else was in close proximity of this situation. And I hate to say it, or whatever, but, it is what it is. But he spit in Juke's face.
Oh, shut the front door.
Yeah. Yeah, he spit in Juke's face, and this shit in black and white. It's in our discovery, Yeah, they know about it. The whole city know about it.
Hold on. Key Glock spit in Yo Gotti brother face.
He did that. He caught Juke off guard. Juke, he did that. He did that. And it ain't, what I'm saying? Of course, I would never say nothing to try to make Juke, what I'm saying, look bad or whatever, but it's the truth. I mean, if I'm arguing with a nigga and what I'm saying, and in my heart I feel like I'm him and I don't know what he thinking, technically a nigga could spit in my face.
So hold on, let me ask you, because it's a difference between like we talking and then some spit accidentally come out my mouth.
No. Glock did the unthinkable.
Intentional.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, Glock did that. You know what I'm saying? And again, if you in the streets and you tapped in and you know that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's in black and white. And anybody that want to dispute what I'm saying, I'm going to pull a whack 100, put 5,000 up to say I'm lying. I get it in black and white. We can send the money to whoever and let's put it up. And I show it to a motherfucking black and white.
So that's what
sparked the beef.
That's crazy. Never knew. Out of what we in 26, 5 years.
Yeah.
Never heard that.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I can't imagine how Juke felt. What? Because I could imagine. I know I ain't had no conversation with him about it or whatever, but I just know if a nigga do that to me, man, all inmate movement gonna stop. I ain't selling no more dope. I ain't making no more fucking YouTube interviews. I ain't doing no videos. Man, I'm laying in a nigga bushes till I spit it. Man, spring on me.
2 questions.
Don't spit on me. Spring on me.
2 questions, bro. I'm gonna ask them to you simultaneously, but break them up. First question: how the hell did Glock make it off that plane? And secondly, how did Dolph end up paying for that?
I can't say how Glock made it off of that plane because I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Man, I can't speak for Juke because, again, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I know if I was there.
Do Glock make it off that plane?
Man, Glock still had wires in his mouth if Glock spit in my face.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Glock, if it's me and Glock in a room, and this ain't no disrespect to Glock, because I ain't got nothing against Glock. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never met him or none of that. You know, to be honest, I think him and Kenny Money the most talented dudes over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, because for the most part, them niggas can't rap. You know what I'm saying, over there. Yeah. But him and Kenny Money can. Yeah. Wu need to stick to selling weed. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit sound like they just feeling sorry for him listening to this shit. But if it's me and Glock in a room and it ain't no way out, Glock ain't spitting in my face.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Nah. Glock a baby. And the look how I'm gonna look him in the eye, I'm gonna take it out on him. When that door closed, ain't no guns. No, Glock ain't spitting in my face. And if I was on that plane and Glock, Smith and Wesson, whoever, spit in my face, man, that plane ain't taking off and ain't now one of us leaving. Ain't no way. We're gonna make CNN.
Cause I ain't no gangster by a long shot. But nigga, that shit would have made headline.
Come on, man.
News,
come on, man.
Nigga.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, we'll still be.
That's the ultimate disrespect, bro.
Hey, if that was me, we'll still be talked about right now on TMZ. For real. Quick got Glock spit in Quick face. Quick kicked the shit out of Glock so long till the motherfucking marshals made it.
Pistol whipped the nigga for 40 minutes straight, nigga.
Come on, man.
That's crazy.
Man, look, man, I would have been on Glock and like booted her.
All right, so we can't answer the question as to how in the world that flight even took off with both of them on there. We don't know if it did.
I don't think it did. I don't think it did.
Because ain't no way.
Yeah, I don't think it
did. That
plane
would have been everybody flight delayed.
Yeah, for sure.
But how do Dolph end up catching the backlash? Was it from that, or that's what sparked the beef back up?
I mean, you know, I ain't no psychic or nothing. I can't say that's the reason why Dolph was murdered. You know, what I can say is that prior to the incident on the plane, outside of, you know, me revealing recently that Rolls Royce head got shot up. You know, shit was kind of like dead. Well, I ain't gonna say dead, but it wasn't as intense, you know, at that moment. And I think, when the incident happened on the plane, I know Cuz was upset, or whatever. But I can't sit up here and say that Cuz was the reason Dolph was murdered. I can't say that because I wouldn't know.
Right.
Me and Cuz ain't never had that conversation.
Yeah.
Me and Cuz only had rap conversations trying to get drop signed, and telling me and my brother what we need to do to get drop, get that buzz where it need to be, where God, they're ready to push the button, be ready to push the button on it.
I like what you're saying right now, because it's actually confirming the fact that by you saying you and Jook never had this conversation, it's confirming the fact the only way you could possibly know this happened is because it's in the black and white. It's in the paper.
Yeah.
That's why I like what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's no way you could have known if this wasn't in the discovery.
Exactly. Yeah. Because Jook ain't finna go around broadcasting that a nigga spit in his face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that until I got indicted and I seen it in black and white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know. So with that being said, like, you know, man, I just sit back and laugh off of the internet goofies who come up with their own little theories and own little narratives, you know what I'm saying, about a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit just, I done got to a point, man. I keep a raincoat on, you know what I'm saying? That shit just roll off of me at this point.
Right.
You know, but I like the fact that they, you know, keep making those stories about me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, keep, keeping you hot.
Yeah, keep me in the algorithm.
Yeah, keep you in that. That's why I gotta get bro, man.
I don't go for what they say. Say some extremely bad shit, please.
Yeah.
That shit'll keep me in the algorithm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Let me ask you this. It's so many questions, bro. We can sit here for 24 hours.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
Ask you this. So, Dolph is unalive at Makita's Cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Camouflage rap car. Corvette. I'm a discreet nigga. You see I roll tents down. I got a few different whips. I'm not gonna be in the same. I go buy a rental car. I mean, I go rent a car just so I can keep.
Yeah.
And I know if I'm in beef, like real beef, the beef that could get me unalive, I'm not gonna be in a car in my city that everybody can pinpoint and know it's me. And this ain't no shade or no shots to Dolph or nothing. No pun intended.
Yeah.
No pun intended. I swear to God. I didn't even mean to say that. But why do you think he was comfortable enough to ride through Memphis in that camouflage car that everybody knew that he drove, knowing that the beef is on?
It goes back, I done said it before. And before I say it again, this is no disrespect to Dolph or whatever. I think if Dolph was alive, Dolph would at least some would agree with what I'm saying, because it ain't no at one point in time, I was the same. I was, what I'm about to say is a hustler. Dolph was a hustler. Dolph wasn't a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be thinking just cause a person, they sell drugs, they got money, they got the flashy cars or whatever, that don't make a person a gangster. You got to actually do gangster shit to be a gangster. And the Dolph that I knew was always known for getting some money and dressing and fucking with bitches. I ain't never heard of Dolph doing no gangster shit, especially no hands-on combat shit. Never. Our hood's 5 minutes from each other. And I ain't saying that there's no diss. I'm just keeping it G. So with that being said, if Dolph ain't never been involved in no beef that's significant, he ain't gonna know how to move.
But you said he a hustler. I, at one point in time, was a hustler. I knew how to move. Cause when you hustling, you got to think strategic. Fuck that gangster shit. Cause a lot of gangsters, they crash out.
Yeah.
But a hustler, a real hustler, they know how to move. I'm not driving the same car. When I'm gonna bust my plays, I'm not driving my car with the rims on it.
But I'm gonna tell you something. And this ain't no shot at you. And I definitely ain't been on this, I guess, level, I would say. But neither one of us has had the type of money that Young Dolph had.
Nah, that ain't no shot. That's
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
real.
you know. And with that being said, you know how they say the money change you?
Yeah, I feel like the money reveal you.
Money reveal you.
Yeah.
But you know what else money do?
What?
Money makes some niggas feel untouchable. Invincible. He was 2 minutes from his hood. 2 minutes. Ain't no way he felt like in his heart that nobody was gonna come over there and. Because why? He a hustler. A nigga like me, I don't give a fuck if I'm in the middle of my hood. Nigga, I'm on point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga, if you pull up on me, then you gotta assess the situation. You can't just pull up on me and tell me you finna get off. Cause I'm gonna be ready at all times. If you ready, you ain't gotta get ready. You know what I'm saying? When I step out the house, man, I'm on defense, bro. Ready to go on offense. Play both sides. But that's just the way I think. Strategic. And if you call yourself a gangster, you got to know how to move and you got to know how to be strategic. And a lot of hustlers who ain't never been at war don't know that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm thinking from my point of view because I ain't never been in no war, but I done been not where.
But you may have you know what I'm saying? You might have a strategic way of thinking.
I got a sense of paranoia.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. And you don't feel like you invincible.
And you know what's crazy? Because when I didn't have money, I felt like I was invincible. The more I got money, which I ain't got Dolph money, but the more money I get, the more paranoid I get. What I tell you on the way here, I don't live in my city.
You had to get on away from the niggas.
Yeah, because I'm paranoid now. I have a sense of paranoia. So it's like, I don't know, man. I'm thinking from my brain, which I probably shouldn't be thinking of it like that, because I don't feel invincible the more money I get. I feel like I got a target on my back now.
Yeah. But you know, you ain't gotta be a gangster to move strategic and to think how you think.
Yeah.
You ain't necessarily gotta be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying people who have been in those situations, those dire situations of being at war, beefing with on some on-site type shit. You know what I'm saying? When it's war, when it's dead, you ain't going to the cookie shop in a car like that. You just not.
God.
And but you know what? You know why you sitting there saying it and what's so significant about it? Because if he wasn't in that car, guess what? He'll still be alive.
That's why I asked you that question, man.
He'll still be alive.
If he went in that car, bro.
If he was in a rental car with some tin on it.
Now we can't say that. Mo 3 was in a little Honda Accord.
No, slow down.
Okay.
You want me to tell you why I can say that?
Go ahead.
In our discovery, I was on 23 and 1. Some days we ain't even get the 1. If it's short staff, we in that bitch 24. You can't do nothing but read your discovery of the Bible. My life was on the line. I read a little more of my discovery. And you know, in my discovery, the whole ass Cornelius nigga told everything. Plus the lies. And the detectives asked him, because the detectives at first was under the impression that someone gave them the drop on Dolph. You know, because it is like a big ass coincidence, you know what I'm saying, for you just, you know, well, I ain't gonna say that, you know what I'm saying, it's not, but you can look at it a certain way. You riding around looking for this famous rapper or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you run across him. But again, he was in that car. Boom. So Cornelius ended up telling the detectives that he said he was riding around looking for some paper route members, you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
He was.
Yeah, that they supposed to have a turkey giveaway or something.
I heard about it.
And just so happened to spot Dolph car. That's in black and white, bro.
I seen it, and I seen it. And not in the black and white, but
I think he testified to that on the stand as well.
Yeah.
So if Dolph would have been in a low key car that day, they wouldn't even knew it was Dolph. They wouldn't even like whoever could like Cornelius and whoever he was with. They wouldn't even knew that. They spotted him because the car Cornelius said it.
This shit making my head hurt, man. Cause, like, man, you was in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I just picked you up from.
Mm.
Dolph in Charlotte. How far away is that from Memphis?
What, Charlotte?
Yeah, drive wise.
Shit, I think that's far. I did it. Maybe 9 hours or some shit.
You way in Charlotte. Your bus or whatever get shot up in Charlotte, North Carolina.
100 shots.
100 shots. Made a song about it, everything. They touched you 9 hours away. Then you go back home. The same people that tried to touch you in a whole nother state, even when you was out in Cali, they touched you out there. I'm trying to fit what made you so comfortable to get in that camouflage wrap car and feel like you were invincible when they done touched you twice. What is it that I hate to say? I don't want to be disrespectful, man. I don't. But it's ignorant.
It's something that I wouldn't have done.
That shit, it like I said, it's making my head hurt, man, because I can't think, like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
What make you do that? Or are you just ready to go?
And not to mention that what people tend to skip over because, you know, a lot of people who just invested in the case, they are Dolph supporters. You know what I'm saying?
And with all due respect, I know you and Zook.
Yeah. You love Dolph. You told me that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he the COG side of. I love God in them too.
Yeah, for sure.
I hate that y'all put us in the, not y'all, but that they put us in the middle of that. The way we got to choose, like Biggie and Tupac's. But I love both of them.
Yeah.
Gotti and Dolph. Love both of them, man. Like the life. Love them to life. But damn, man, I don't know. It's just fucking me up right now, bro.
Yeah. I already know. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. You know what I'm saying on you. You know, it's kind of. And it's crazy, bro. You know, I get where you coming from or with it. I'm from the city.
Yeah.
You know, I'm from, you know, it's a lot of people that feel just like you that want to see that shit get put to bed, you know, and it didn't, unfortunately. And we are, you know what I'm saying, where we are. And I think a lot of people look over the fact that right before that, Dolph had just sent a car, Infinity, and they got it.
But we didn't know this. We just now finding this out.
Yeah.
We just now finding this out.
Yeah.
So this new news, like I don't think I heard it until you on the other podcast.
A few months ago, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And so a lot of people don't know that, and to know that, you know what you done. You know you sent the car, and they got off on God and got off 50, 60 rounds, whatever. If I had sent a blitz like that, ain't no way I'm gonna be riding around.
That's what I'm
like,
saying, man.
I mean, you know, so hey, I'll let the people be, you know what I'm saying, decide, you know, but I'm just a messenger, man.
And you wouldn't move like that.
I wouldn't move like that now. And let alone with all that type of money. Ain't no way you gonna get up on me like that. Ain't no way. Come on. Man, come on, man. You had to go get SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
Talking about getting up on me.
Right.
No, come on, man.
Yeah. That's why. And it's so sad because nobody won. Who won the war?
Man, nobody. Everybody took losses. Everybody took them. Everybody lost something that they love, that they genuinely love, and that I feel like both sides are, if they could, they'll, you know what I'm saying, give up everything they own to get those people back.
Yeah, so at the beginning of this segment, how we started the conversation, I asked you if you could talk to Drop or Cornelius, what would you say? You already told me what you would say. Now, hindsight is 2020. But let's say we psychics, right? And we can go back to November 20th, 2021, the day before the unaliving of Young Dolph. And you going into the gas station with this knowledge that we have now. And Dolph just pulled up to the gas station and y'all cross paths. And you got this knowledge that we got now. What would you tell Dolph?
I mean, I get where you're coming from, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to say that I'm probably maybe one of the few people that if anybody could have spoke on it to him and maybe tried to, I guess, deaden it or put it to bed. Because
I feel like you're OG and your word is like, respected.
Yeah. So with that being said, I mean, it was a situation where somebody reached out to Dolph. He ain't no OG or no shit like that. Curtis Givens, it's a nigga from Memphis, Tennessee. He own a club or whatever. He got a few establishments in the city, but he ain't no OG or nothing in the street. He got some respect in the entertainment, nightlife or whatever. But I know him personally. He used to be a personal friend of mine. A lot of my friends, personal friend of mine, turned into suckers. And he was one of them. And so with that being said, he reached out to Dolph on the advisement of Penny Hardaway. And Penny wanted to see the shit put to bed because Penny fuck with Gotti and Dolph. And Penny wanted it done for the city. So when Curtis Givens reached out to Gotti was with it. Gotti told Whoop, that's what we call Curtis Givens. Told Whoop, yeah, man, you put it together, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to it.
Yeah.
When Curtis Givens called Dolph went off. And it wasn't nothing peaceful about how he felt about the proposition. So this is another situation where we already established the fact that if he wasn't in that car that day, he'll probably still be alive. If he would have accepted the invitation to get on the phone with Gotti, with a mediator on the phone, like Penny Hardaway or Curtis Givens, he could still potentially be alive right to this day.
So to answer my question, what I said, you couldn't. It wasn't.
I brought that up because
no, that's what I'm saying.
I feel like if Penny Hardaway,
yeah,
and Penny ain't no gangster, but Penny is respected in Memphis, Tennessee, because he earned their respect the right way, the legal way, the legit way.
Yeah, for sure.
Penny like you know what I'm saying? Penny, he one of the ones from the city, like Penny could walk around and ain't nobody gonna do nothing to Penny in whatever hood. So if you know this possible truce mediation is initiated from Penny and don't accept it, what the fuck I'm gonna say to him?
Yeah, that's what I was saying to answer my question.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing to be said.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dolph wasn't gonna listen to me. Just because I was, like that in the street or whatever the case may be. That, you know what I'm saying? Dolph had a bankroll. Sometimes when niggas have money, they tend to, you know how they go.
And you want to know how I know what you saying is legit. Because like I said, I studied this before I brought you on, way before anyway, before I even knew I was going to bring you on. I go back and I look at a Dolph interview and I look at a Gotti interview. When Gotti is asked about these questions, I hear his response.
And what was?
I love Dolph. Like, I always loved Dolph. I fucked with Dolph. I wanted to sign Dolph. Then when I listen to Dolph, like, buddy a sucker, man. Like, we fell out now. I think it was over his female or now the way that he used to.
And you know why? You know why?
What?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
The reason why you heard Gotti talking peaceful, humble, and the reason why you heard Dolph talking how he was talking, just think about it. What Gotti do to Dolph?
From what I heard, nothing.
Besides trying to sign him.
Yeah, and Dolph's response was, dude a sucker, because
he said,
I heard how he was talking about his artists.
Zilla them.
But in my mind, I'm listening, I'm like,
that ain't enough for no water star and no beef. You know where it come from?
I can't wait for you to tell me.
Whole ass Gucci Man.
Mm.
Gucci Man had the battery in Dolph back the whole time, man.
Wow.
Because Gotti fucked Keisha.
I like how you spent the block on that. I love because you were like Gucci.
I'm gonna give it to you straight, no chaser. I ain't like these suckers, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna get up here and say the truth because don't no nigga fear me and I say what the fuck I want to say and don't no nigga in Memphis tell me what the fuck to do. Man, that was Gucci, bro. Dolph Gotti ain't did nothing to Dolph that's significant for him to hate Gotti like that. He ain't do nothing but try to sign you. You say you don't want to sign with him? All right, cool. Say no more. Right. A nigga respect it. You grown, you ain't got to sign with him. But what's with the continued?
Well, two things. One, what you just said. Two, sell records.
It sell records, but I don't think Dolph was doing that to sell records. He was doing that because of his loyalty to Gucci, and Gucci had the battery in his back about the hatred for Gotti, all because of some pussy.
But how you so loyal to a nigga that ain't even from your city, though? And that ain't putting no money in your pocket that we know of.
I mean, you know, for whatever reason, Dolph felt how he felt about Yo after Yo tried to sign him. Then boom. You got another nigga that's supposed to be, you know, on the same level financially or whatever as Gotti from another city that hate Gotti, that you probably fuck with or, you know, admire musically coming up when Dolph was first getting in the game. So you don't fuck, you know, you gonna go side with, you know what I'm saying? Whoever don't, you know what I'm saying, like Yo. Cause he don't fuck with him for whatever reason.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to this because I told you I studied this. Like I've been studying it. I heard Dolph say in one of his records, I think it was the Don't Play With Me record, when he was talking about Gotti. You was talking about me in your song Prior to the Side. You know how many times I listened to that Prior to the Side song? And I could not find what Gotti was talking about Dolph. I'm like, well, where? Can you enlighten me? Did he say anything? Have you heard the song?
Yeah, I know exactly what song you talking about.
Did I miss something?
Man, I don't know if he was insinuating, you know what I'm saying, you know, Gotti was, you know, he made a song, you know, about his girl or whatever, and I guess he was trying to say, you know, imply that he's supposed to slept with Gotti, you know what I'm saying, girl or whatever, which a lot of people say that there was one of them situations where a nigga just took something and just threw it out there and just ran with it because he knew it was going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Draw some attention or whatever. I done heard from valid people and credible sources that ain't no way that girl risked her relationship. You know, she had kids and everything with Yo. Ain't no way she risked it to deal with someone that by the numbers and by the, I mean, it's obvious that, you know, I mean, Gotti probably got the best label in hip hop, if you know.
Outside of Cash Money.
I mean, right now.
Oh, I thought you were just saying like in general.
No, I'm talking about like right now. Like, I mean, name another label that's better than CMG.
Nah, and I could say this too. Not just another label that's better than CMG, but an artist's own label. Because a lot of artists own labels, they flop.
Yeah, they flop. Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't even name one.
It's like, it's crazy. You know, the Jay-Z mentorship had to play some type of part in it, you know, because the nigga he's successful and most people that come up under him, they at least they see some success, you know, if not longevity success, you know. So the nigga know what he doing, you know. So, you know, it is what it is. If Paper Route had the better label, better artist, I would say that.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't no A&R or none of this shit. I got an ear for music, you know, I like rap. And you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. And like I said, you know, I like both sides. But as far as success and winning, I see with Dolph, Key Glock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see nobody else. Then I see Gotti. You got Youngster. I seen Zed start off Youngster, Moneybag Yo, Glorilla, Gotti, Big Boogie. That's the same name.
Boogie?
Yeah, Boogie, yeah.
42 Doug.
Yeah, 42 Doug.
ESTG.
Yeah, ESTG.
Mozzie,
yeah, like, yeah, so self-explanatory. Yeah. So do you think that it was like a no shots? I'm stop saying that. No diss to Dolph.
I know what you're finna say, but go ahead.
Do you think it was a sense of hate coming from his side?
Or hate or what? Jealousy?
Yeah, same thing. The same thing, yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Michael.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
I ain't gonna say Dolph was hating or jealous. Cause, you know, again, Dolph was a player. You know, I don't think he was a hater. I don't think that about Dolph. I think Dolph had, you know what I'm saying, Dolph had shit going on. You know what I'm saying, even before the rap shit.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was no hate or jealous. I think he was influenced by a sucker, which specifically Gucci Mane. Gucci is someone that he probably looked up to at that time, just like damn near the rest of the world did. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people looked up to Gucci Mane then up until now, until he snitched on Pooh Shiesty.
I got a fire question for you.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, no, Dolph wasn't no hater or he wasn't, I don't believe he was jealous of Yo. I just think he was influenced and had a battery in his back by a cis ass nigga, Gucci Mane.
I got a fire question for you. With all of the allegations pointing towards Gucci, telling on Pooh Shiesty, we don't know, but we did hear the diss record.
We ain't even had did a diss record shit. Whack 100 and Prince and Ghost Los and my boy 600. They dropped everything you needed to see on it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he for sure. Yeah, he told it.
Okay, so with the diss record and with everything that Whack and them dropped, the battery that Gucci Mane allegedly put in Young Dolph's back because Dolph looked up to him. What do you think Dolph would be saying right now to see Gucci in this situation that he in right now? Do you think
I'm gonna say this. If I'm gonna put Dolph in the same. Come on, let's take a shot. This
is the last one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Hold on, from the bottom
to the top. Bro, with this interview, that's what we doing.
We're going. I'm gonna put Dolph in Gucci's shoes. If the same thing happened to Dolph gonna tell.
No.
No, Dolph he gonna get with his crew and he gonna ride it out. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have done that. You know, one thing, Dolph was a player. Dolph ain't letting no bitch control nothing. Nadine. Dolph was a South Memphis nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most South Memphis niggas, players, got some finesse in there. You know what I'm saying? Finesse about them, you know?
Yeah.
You know, that's any Memphis nigga for the most part. You know, you got finesse players in every hood. North Memphis, South Memphis, Orange Mound, Westwood. You know what I'm saying? You know, so a Memphis nigga ain't doing that. We ain't letting no bitch control nothing especially nothing about no man. You know, a woman can run what she's supposed to run, you know, and she gonna be respected.
Yeah.
But, you know, talking about you calling some shots and you answering my emails and my phone, man, you shitting me. Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like, if there was if Dolph was, I could hear Dolph right now. Dolph probably, and I don't want to say nothing about his grave or.
I was gonna say that, then I stopped myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say he probably wrote, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be disrespectful in no kind of way or no shit like that. But I know he probably hate that he was standing firm with this nigga, considering what he just done.
Facts.
Especially to a Memphis nigga. You know, Dolph was born in Chicago, but Dolph a Memphis nigga. You know what I'm saying? He been in K-State his whole life. So, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no Memphis nigga doing this shit. I don't know but them niggas from, and I don't want to say them niggas from Atlanta because again, I got some niggas in Atlanta that I fuck with. But for whatever reason, the rap niggas in Atlanta, most of them.
I don't know what they got going on right now.
I don't know what them niggas, I don't know if it's something in the microphones they selling or what. But man, outside of Lil Baby and Future, man, boy, them niggas was hell in daycare.
Yeah, tattletale.
Man, tattletale. Man, I'm telling you, man, that shit. And them niggas telling for little shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, a lot of people, you know, they see Woody at the YSL trial, but Woody was snitching before then. Yeah, we got the paperwork.
I mean, we heard it. And all
Woody was snitching before then. Woody a legendary snitch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know, that shit is in him. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't on him, it's in him.
No, it ain't on him, it's in him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. That nigga he probably getting paid right now to snitch. As long as he been telling. You know what I'm saying? So
he might work for him.
Yeah. He went
on the payroll.
They probably telling him, don't box me, don't fight me.
Probably.
Come on, man. All that money on the table, and a nigga saying no. Somebody got to be saying don't do it.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For real. But if I catch him anywhere.
Nah, man, we on positive vibes, man. We on
positive vibe, but I'm gonna check his temperature though.
Yeah, but we can at least get paid for it, man.
I mean, you're right. You got a point for it, but you know, in the heat of the moment, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes
it's too much money on the table, man. Like, and especially if he telling, like you said.
Hey, if I bump into Woody and Woody say or do the wrong thing, man, I'll be on Woody ass, man, like white on rice. I promise.
Man, you supposed to be like, man, I'm a change.
Man, I am a change man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't said nothing about I just said, you know what I'm saying? I just want to one with him. I just want to show him. You know what I'm saying? Just let him know.
And since he hearing this and he know that if y'all cross paths, he might as well just go ahead and hop in the boxing ring. So if y'all do get in the ring and you beat him, or it go to opposite.
Yeah, I could lose.
But if you see him in the streets, is it gonna be? Are y'all gonna be able to reconcile y'all differences in the ring, or is it gonna still be?
If I see Woody in the street, it's gonna go however Woody wanted to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with whatever. We could do it then, or we can do it in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. From Orange Mound, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, check my resume. I've been kicking niggas' ass since Elvis painted the Cadillac paint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, niggas say what they want to say about me, but you go to Orange Mound and you ask about me with these hands.
Yeah.
A nigga know.
Yeah, I did my research. Bro.
Yeah. You know, and I ain't saying that, you know, like, I couldn't get on here and say this. Like, you got a major platform.
Yeah.
I couldn't get on here and say this. The world finna see this.
Right.
You ain't gonna find no nigga in the mound and say, you might find some niggas in the mound and say, I don't fuck with that nigga. I don't like that nigga.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna find no nigga in the mound and say he a hoe.
Right.
You ain't gonna find no nigga in the mound and say they did something to me.
Right.
And I ain't pushed back up like a nightmare on their ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, bro. I did my research.
Sure.
Yeah. You came here with dressed like you ready to do something. You got
all the time, man. All the time, man. All the time, man.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I'm comfortable in.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, back in the day, man, you know, all the designer and all of this shit, you know, I did all that shit, you know what I'm saying, you know, but that shit don't impress me, man. Don't no clothes make me. I make the clothes, that's, you know what I'm saying, you know. I can get the same bitch in this shit that a nigga can and was in a $5,000 outfit. Facts. It ain't the clothes, it's the nigga. You know what I'm saying? You
like we said, it ain't on you, it's in you.
Yeah. You know how many suckers and goofies I see in designer?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A real bitch gonna pass him up any day to fuck with a nigga like me.
I don't know, man. A lot of these bitches be fake as hell, man.
Yeah. I'm talking about a real bitch though.
We talking about a real woman.
Yeah, a real woman that's on game. They know a sucker and a goofy. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'll pull up and do an interview with whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about the clothes. It's me. And me, I'm going to be in whatever I'm comfortable in.
I'm just saying, you like you ready to whoop a nigga ass now.
Yeah. I'm ready to whoop a nigga, land a nigga bushes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can get on whatever nigga on. Yeah, for sure. I can hit press rewind, whatever. Yeah, I want to keep moving forward.
Yeah, that's what we gonna do.
Yeah, for sure.
When
man, what you said, man, I'm telling you now. Because this shit me and you was talking about earlier today, man. Man, Lord, why you have to tell them?
I'll edit it out.
Right, edit this shit out.
I got you. I'm gonna edit it out. Hold on. I got one more thing before we move off the topic of guiding and dolphin jug. The last thing I want to speak on about that situation is, now I told you I'd be studying, but I may have missed this part. I don't know. Maybe you can enlighten me. Have they caught the people who unalive Jug?
Yeah. No, I mean they know.
They know who it is?
Yeah, I mean, if I know and the streets know, they know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I ain't gonna touch it. Because outside looking in, I don't want to say this. I want to say it, but I want to word it right. Because Get Back, but the way that it looked like some higher ups had something to do with it. Like, almost on some, I'm on probation, so.
The reason why you say it looked like some higher ups or it was bigger than what it really is because they didn't get caught.
Right.
And because when Dolph got killed, they investigated it like it was the president.
Yeah.
But when Jug got killed, they swept it under the rug. Why? Justice is supposed to be for all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't supposed to be one-sided. The government is not supposed to have, they are not supposed to be opinionated.
Yeah.
In the beef.
Yeah.
I'm a living witness to sit here and tell you that it was some people involved in the case, some very important people involved in the case, and they were very opinionated about it. And I know why no one has been charged with Jug, because for whatever reason, whenever Jug's name was brought up or mentioned, they tried to make it seem like Cuz was a demon or a bad person. And Jug wasn't neither. Jug will tell you to his, like, if he was alive right to this day, he'll tell you. He done said it on camera before on Instagram. He ain't never killed nobody.
Yeah.
Jug wasn't no killer. Jug was a good dude.
Yeah.
He wasn't no hoe. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Jug didn't want to do nothing but laugh and gamble.
Yeah.
That's all.
You know what I'm going to tell you? When I see Jug and when I see Gotti, when I see them together, you know what they remind me of?
Well,
Suge Knight and Tupac. I don't even know why I got that comparison.
And let me ask you this. Who Tupac?
Got it. Oh, wait.
I'm gonna say this. I got a brother that's close to that situation over there. I ain't gonna call his name. He know who he is.
Yeah.
With all due respect to Gotti, he helped start. Well, I ain't gonna say he helped start. He helped put the battery in the back of CMG. And if anybody disagree with me, what I'm saying, I respectfully disagree with their assessment, because I know what part my brother played with CMG, and not so nobody won't get from the city get confused. I'm not talking about my brother knows. With that being said, people know who I'm talking about. And Gotti run that over there.
Okay.
I mean, Juke was the big brother, but Lil Dude make the decisions. You know what I'm saying? You know, it wasn't no situation where, you know, just because Juke was the big brother, you know what I'm saying, you know, or whatever. And I know that because I done had certain conversations with my play brother before about certain things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And him and Gotti brothers, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. They not blood brothers, but they mud brothers. And you know, me and bro we recently had a talk. I knew him. This was my play brother before Gotti even knew him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say that I've been hesitant and been reserved on a lot of things on the strength of my play brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know, will I ever speak on these things that I'm kind of alluding to now? We'll see. You know, but I do know that it's a conversation that need to be had. It's certain things that's bothering me, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And when something bothering me, I don't like that feeling. And the only way to kind of get past it is to either settle it or vent about it. And I'm gonna leave it at
that. So maybe later on, if it don't get settled. Yeah. All right. I think I got like two more for you. One is surrounding the case, and then the other one is something outside of it. Now, you did do time surrounding the Dolph.
11 months.
So this is what I always want to know, right? When somebody does time for something that they not guilty of, because you did get found not guilty, right? Did you have a job before this? Like, were you working or whatever?
Oh, I was driving. Well, no.
All right. Well, let's say you did have a job.
I did. Yeah.
All right.
I know where you're going.
So you lose 11 months. Let's say you had a house, bills, all that shit. You lose 11 months of your life. Obviously, nobody's paying your rent. They're not paying. So you would lose all of that. Do they compensate you for this time that you lost?
They don't give a damn. It don't get addressed or none of that.
Have you pushed back like, hey, bro, like I had a whole life going on before y'all falsely accused me of this, and my bills weren't getting paid?
I talked to Manny about it. You know, Manny Aurora, that's my attorney.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Manny too.
Yeah. Manny Aurora, the best attorney in the world. Like, that's why I don't understand. You know, I just don't understand how a lot of these dudes that's got these high profile cases right now, and don't neither one of them have the best attorney in the world, Manny Aurora. That's just crazy to me. Like, y'all just witness on national TV. this man work.
I mean, dismantled.
And what he do.
Yeah.
And not only is he a lion in the courtroom, what I like most about him is that I ain't never dealt with an attorney that's as successful and as popular as he is. I ain't never had an attorney as accessible. I could call Manny 1, 2, 3 in the morning. Manny gonna pick that motherfucker up.
Yeah.
He might be like, what the hell you want? You know what I'm saying? You know, but he gonna, and if you got a valid reason for calling him, he gonna dialogue with you and he gonna take a deep dive and make sure that you understand, you know what I'm saying, everything before y'all get off the call. And he just, you know, we became family, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We go out to eat pizza. You know what I'm saying? I turned him on to this pizza restaurant in Memphis, and he loved every time he would come, you know, he would want to go in. And I just ain't never, you know, dealt with an attorney that, you know what I'm saying, that I felt, you know, comfortable with. And and that's his intentions, to make you feel like that, you know, or whatever the case may be. And he just different, bro. Like, I done dealt with plenty of attorneys, and I ain't never met an attorney like Manny Aurora. When I first hired Manny, and before I hired him, I feel like he was the right one because of all the shit Lil Durk and King Von used to say about him. Yeah. But when I hired him, one of the first things he told me, he said, I ain't coming to Memphis to make friends. And when he said that, I said, I got a bad motherfucker. Yeah. He wasn't coming to make friends. He was coming to go to war. And that's what I needed. Yeah. And that's why I'm sitting right here across from you right now.
That's a fact. Yeah. So with that being said, to know that you had a dog.
Yeah. A Cane Corso.
Yeah. To know that you had that going into trial. And to know that you was innocent. How confident were you going in there on verdict day? Were you nervous, or were you like,
well,
I got this?
Well, I didn't know that this day was going to be verdict day, because it was actually the first day. Well, the second day, so to speak. She let them go deliberate on the first day. They deliberated for an hour maybe, and she shut off for the day. We come back the next day. They deliberated maybe an hour and a half and said they had a verdict. So that was technically 2.5, 3 hours of deliberations. Yeah. I've been watching crime shows and shit, you know, my whole life. And normally when they come with a verdict that fast, it's guilty. Everybody on the same accord. And so I wasn't even expecting to get a verdict this day. I thought they was going to at least, you know, deliberate for a couple days. So when they said they had a verdict that fast, I looked at Manny and I was just like, damn, Manny, they got it wrong, didn't they? And he hit me on the leg. And he said, no, Govan. He said, I've been doing this a long time. He said, I understand what you're saying. He said, but it don't all the time, you know, happen like that. He said, let's go in here and see what they got. And when he said that, you know, I got up and shit, we walked in there and it was time to face the music. Right before they called the verdict out, you know, I had made peace with myself, you know what I'm saying, about if I lose. I had to get my mind conditioned for it, you know what I'm saying? If they would have said guilty, those tears you see me shed, I wouldn't have shed them. Because I was conditioned for it.
Right.
I was
you had made up in your mind.
Yeah, I was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't giving myself, you know what I'm saying? I was balanced, you know, and when they said not guilty, the tears was my first experience of happy tears. Yeah. When I was little growing up, I used to be, when good things happen to people and they cry, like, what the the fuck they crying for?
Yeah.
That's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And so when they did the not give the verdict or whatever, the tears, that was for my son. You know, because I ain't care about nothing else in the world but dude.
Yeah.
At that time, you know what I'm saying? You know, and not to say that I didn't care about my other kids.
Nah, but it's I know what you mean.
You know what
I know
mean.
what you mean.
Yeah, you can relate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you can relate. I'm glad that you vocal and saying you can relate. So people who can't relate can try to relate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they may not understand that when you're dealing with a special needs kid, you know what I'm saying? It's just, they special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so he was my main priority, my main, like, he was my thought, you know what I'm saying, at that time. And my concern was, if I get found guilty, what's going to happen to my son? You know, he got the best mom in the world, you know what I'm saying? One of the best moms, you know, parents or whatever. You know, I wouldn't want him to have another mother, but, you know, doing it by herself, a 20-year-old, severely autistic, strong as hell, you know what I'm saying? You know, and she up in age, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we all getting, you know, older.
Yeah.
I just knew, you know, I was just concerned, you know, about, you know, what would happen to him. And just I think my biggest fear was me trying to imagine what he would be thinking if they took me away for life.
Right.
I think me trying to put myself in his mind and see how he would feel, I think that was one of the biggest things. That was one of my biggest fears.
Yeah. So I don't know what your relationship was before with God, but now what's your relationship like?
I mean, you know, I always been, you know, God fearing. I ain't never been a big church goer or whatever. I believe in God. I know it's a God. I know it's a higher power. I know somebody made us. You know what I'm saying? Somebody made the sky.
Yeah.
Somebody made the sun, the moon, you know. A human didn't do it.
Right.
And so I respect it, you know, everything about, I know God, he's a good God. You know, he always on time for me. Even when I feel like he late, he's still on time, you know. And he ain't never put more pressure on me than I could bear. And with that being said, you know, even what I just went through, I feel like I went through it for a reason. And I think I tell people all the time, if didn't nothing good come from that situation, it was one thing.
What's that?
I really found out who loved me. Prior to that, it was so many people that I would have risked it all for and would have been willing to throw it all away for it to drop of a dime. And some of those people did the total opposite of what I expected them to do.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate God for revealing to me that I was willing to throw my life away for some people who wouldn't show up to court for me. So I appreciate that.
That's real. That's real, man. Man, bro, I could sit here and talk to you for hours on top of hours, man. We're going to get us another one. We're going to run us another one back, bro, for real.
Yo, you're definitely.
Yeah, man. What you got coming up next?
Man, me and Wack 100, shout out to Wack. Wack came through. He about to produce a series with me and my attorney, and about my childhood and how it spills over into the me meeting Young Dolph and doing business with him, and the murder, you know what I'm saying, me being charged with it, and my lawyer preparations, strategizing for the case, and you know what I'm saying, and so I'm looking forward to that, and just continuing on my podcast journey, man, and just trying to build my interview resume, and just trying to you know, keep pushing forward. You know, me and you know what I'm saying, we see it.
Yeah. Oh, we locked in.
Yeah,
we locked in
for sure. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And the talks that we had today, you know, we both on the same page, and that's a great thing. And it's just motivating to meet people, bro, like myself, that's, you know, that's on the same type of time. And, you know, when I meet brothers like you, you know, who got, you know what I'm saying, you're a jack of all trades, but for some reason, this YouTube shit got a hook in you. You know what I'm saying? And he got his hooks in me.
Yeah,
you know,
so
them the only type of people that I'm really rotating with right now, and really you know, vibing with, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm just trying to get situated and get myself very, very, very stable for my son. You know, it ain't even about me no more, bro. I don't live my life, and you know what I'm saying, I really don't even, I ain't gonna say I don't care at this point, but I just want to make sure the dude's straight.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna talk because it's
this shit crazy. I done shed a tear over there.
I'm about to cry with my damn self, bro.
This shit crazy.
Fuck it, what I'm gonna talk about. So me and the mother, my son, we talk about. She hit me with something. I got mad at her when she hit me with it, because she was like, "Yeah, I just think about like what we gonna do when we gone about Cairo, my son, because we already got. So we got to work on our kids that we have now to train them how to take care of my son if something happened to us, man. And it's I don't know, man. It's just like no matter how old they get, because your son 20, he always gonna be your baby, man. Like, so, like, have you worked with your kids with his siblings now to like kind of if something does happen, if you meet your demise, you know, before he's like able to grasp the concept of handling life on his own, do y'all got like some type of plan set up?
I am the plan. I don't want to think nothing past it.
Yeah, that your reaction is my same reaction when his mom hit me with it. Now I'm just training my kids, man, right now, like, bro, because unfortunately, you know, we gotta deal with it. So, you know, we gotta figure out what the plan is, but we'll talk more about it off camera. I'm glad we can relate on this, bro, because it's rare to have a heart to heart with this type of situation, because it's a touchy situation, man.
Yeah, I'm done, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Before you just tell the people the name of your podcast so they can follow on your podcast, bro.
Unfiltered the streets, bro. You can go to my YouTube channel, Bit with Quit, Hernandez Govan 23, and check me out. And I'm here to stay.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
This is another episode of the Hustle Reset. Got my dog, my partner, Hernandez Govan.
Sure.
Thank y'all. That was dope.